Good morning, everybody. This is Miss Jen. I was in the mood for doing a reading for today. Spirit was telling me, do it, do it, do it. You know, and you don't want to disobey Spirit, right? Okay. I didn't have to shuffle very much for the oracles. We have the Phoenix, which is change. Okay. And we have review. Review is looking over all the changes that you've been going through in recent times. Take a note. I'm feeling like this is about everything that has changed, things that have happened in 2018, and with his latest eclipse, all the changes that have occurred. This is about assessing it, reviewing it, reviewing where you've been and where you're going, the transformation that is occurring within you and in your relationships. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and get the tarot cards going. And keep in mind, this is, like I said in the description box below, that this is a general reading. This is not going to apply to everybody. This is this could be happening now, happening later in the process. Okay. Also, if you would like a personal reading from me, make sure you do see the description box below. All the information is down there. The easiest way to get me is I'm on Bitwine every day now, just about. If I'm not available, just feel free to go ahead and leave me a message there. Or you can send me an email and tell me what you want, and I could give you some prices. If you go to my website below, it leads to my blog, which is not updated that frequently. However, there is a link to my Etsy shop, and also on my Facebook page there is a link to my Etsy shop. If you hit the shop now, it takes you to Etsy, where you can purchase readings there too. Okay, now I got all that out of the way. Okay, Spirit flipped the card in the middle of the deck. Can you see that? Spirit flipped the card in the middle of the deck. Doesn't happen very often. Okay, this is the Tower. Big changes, like what I said, changes that have occurred. We had a Tower moment. The Tower moment is about sudden changes that are unexpected. Okay? Sometimes it disrupts things. Okay? And then we have the Eight of Cups, which came up next, which is walking away from something that is not serving you. So you had a Tower moment that everything just kind of crumbled to bits. And it had this very disruptive change. The Tower is never really pleasant. Okay? And then then you have to assess, review everything that has happened, and then make a decision on what you want to do. And somebody's walking away. These cups are empty. There's nothing left. There's nothing left of this explosion or this breaking down in the rubble. There's just nothing left. And you're there with these empty cups. So somebody is walking away. But there is new hope. This is divinely guided, folks. This was supposed to happen. Okay, and some people say, well, why will God let this happen to me? How could this happen? It's because it was meant to. It was meant to. Sometimes it promotes growth. Sometimes we're in, oh man, cards are just jumping like mad. So it seems like that there was some kind of offer that just crumbled. Somebody came to you offering you something and everything just crumbled to bits, and you're just leaving everything behind. But anyhow, no wonder Spirit wants me to put out a reading today. But regardless, if we're not willing to change our situation and we want to wallow in our sorrow, Spirit takes it upon themselves to bring about the changes themselves. Okay? And we have another major arcana card. This is like the third major arcana card in this. This is justice. Restoring harmony and balance. That you had this disruptive situation that you're reviewing, and this is somebody's reflecting upon everything that has happened. Walked away from the situation, needing to restore balance in it and in their own life. Not necessarily in this relationship or this situation, whether this is a relationship or work or whatever. Balance had to be restored, okay? Justice, doing what's right. Justice being served, okay? And we have the Chariot, taking control. And this is divine intervention right here with the Star card and the Chariot. Spirit, the universe, took control and said, enough is enough. I'm going to force this change. And when it all crumbled down, you walked away in search of something better, and there is new hope of something better coming to you. The spirit, your spirit guides are saying there's something better. And the situation you found yourself caught in was not serving you at all. And it was time to move on. Cards just want to fly. And we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Six of Wands. This is action and change. This is a mental change. Changing your mindset on the situation. And having victory. Being recognized. Being saying, okay, she made it through it. He made it through this. Okay? That's the victory wreath. And we also have the Seven of Swords. So what I feel like you feel like you were robbed. Okay? You feel like you were robbed when actually it was the universe stepping in, knowing that this was not a very good situation for you to be in, that it had to crumble, it had to fall apart so that you could rebuild your life and have a new start. Justice is being served. Justice is being served swiftly. So whoever wronged you or whatever happened, justice is being served and it's going to come down pretty quickly. It's like karma coming back and biting somebody in the ass, basically. Okay? You felt robbed. You felt like somebody robbed you. And I feel like you feel like somebody robbed you of your dignity. But you have success coming back. And you are no longer bound and tied. This woman's bound and tied. You are no longer bound and tied by the situation. You could have a feeling of liberation. Okay? Feeling liberated. There's the Ace of Wands, brand new beginnings, new growth. So in the ashes of the aftermath, after much reviewing, after breaking these ties and breaking free, you have a chance of a new beginning here. And we have the Hierophant. So there is a chance for a new beginning of something much deeper. The new spiritual beginnings. This is going to, for some of you, this is going to ignite your spirituality. Okay? For others, there's a new relationship that's probably coming about that's going to end in a commitment. But for the masses, most of you, I feel like you've went through some really hard times, some really devastation. And this devastation needed to happen so you can open your eyes. You've been blocked. You haven't been growing the way Spirit wants you to grow. And I'm feeling Spirit's talking to somebody here. Okay? So this crumbling of your foundation, everything falling apart, had to happen for you to break free of the bonds that tied you. You were blocked, you were bound. I'm being drawn to the blindfold here. You've been blinded. Not being able to see the spiritual gifts and things that Spirit wants to give you. And this whole thing has been orchestrated by Spirit. This whole, almost like a movie playing, it's all been orchestrated by Spirit so that you can grow. And the Hierophant is telling me more than just in relationships. This is definitely a commitment, but I'm feeling like this is more of a spiritual birth, a spiritual growth. Because with these two, this is a brand new commitment to something. Breaking free of one thing. And I feel like somebody might be finding their spirituality. And the seeds are planted and it's starting to sprout. And you have to nurture this. Review where you've been, all these changes that have happened, even though that there were a tower moment starting this out. Something or somebody just went across my screen. That was interesting. So I just saw it. I don't know if you guys caught it. I just saw it come across this way. So Spirit is speaking. Spirit is here. Somebody's here speaking to someone. So this is your time to grow and sprout. Okay? Slow and steady progress. Okay? Slow and steady progress. So you're making me grab 3 cards. Standing your ground with your spirituality. You're going to come up against oppositions. You're going to have slow and steady progress, but you're going to have blocks. There's going to be people or things or situations that's going to try to block you. But there's your wand. There's your wand right there too. Ace of Wands. The seeds are planted. It's time to grow. Stand your ground. And there's the Ace of Pentacles, which is, there is a door, a wonderful door opening there. And you're being handed a gift. You're being handed an opportunity. Okay? So, there's a couple aces here. And again, even in this card, I see an ace. I see the ace, the one wand that he holds right there. There's a lot of fire in this reading. I see all kinds of fire here. Look at that. Fire is movement. It's inspiration. It's ambition. It's spirituality. How much louder does Spirit have to yell or speak? Spirit is screaming right now. It's time for spiritual growth. It's time you work on yourself. This is a brand new beginning. You have a golden opportunity here. You just had to break free of this oppressive situation that you were in. Get away from all the negativity. And as I said, this is definitely spirit guided. This has been orchestrated by the universe, by the collective. You're on a new path. But don't get discouraged if it doesn't move as quickly as possible. Because in this line, we have 2 Pentacles. Pentacles is slow moving. Okay? Pentacles is the slowest element of the deck. But it also offers that grounding and that stability. And I'm not going to throw out signs, oh, you may be dealing with a Capricorn, or you may be dealing with a Virgo or a Sagittarius. These cards can be anybody, but there's a lot of fire. It's time to light that fire up again, rekindle it. I feel like for some of you, this is a reawakening. Some of you, you were awake and you went asleep, and the universe got your attention with your tower moment. And everything crumbled to make you open up your eyes and make you draw closer, draw you back in. Spirit will do anything it has to do to get you on the right path. Sometimes we don't like it. Oh, believe me. I know. I don't like what Spirit does all the time. But sometimes they have to do things, they have to go to extremes, like the tower, to get your attention, say, hey, 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 hey. Enough. And Spirit sends that lightning bolt to jolt you and bring you back to where you're supposed to be. So this is not a love reading. This is more of salvaging, finding yourself after devastation and going through major life changes, major changes, and reviewing and reflecting on where you were and where you're going. And your eyes will be opened up to why shit went down the way that it did. Okay, these are the messages that I do have for you today from Spirit. I was sitting upstairs on Bitwine doing my readings, and I just got interrupted, and it's like Spirit was telling me you have to go downstairs and get this message out. I knew kind of what the message was going to be before I even sat down at my table down here. Okay, so this is going to be a true eye-opener for some of you. I'm hearing eclipse. With the latest eclipse, some of you that eclipse might have brought destruction in your life, but that destruction had to happen so that you can rebuild on a better foundation and go to a place where Spirit wants you to, where your life purpose is, what you're supposed to be doing. And in this card, I thought I was done. I guess Spirit wasn't done. I'm looking here. They're staring out the window. What do you see there? That's almost like a volcano. It reminds me of the tower. Spirit is drawing my attention to that. It reminds me of the tower. And somebody's looking up and asking questions, why? And Spirit's answering why now. Because Spirit had to intervene. You were in a place that you shouldn't have been. You were in a place where you weren't able to grow. You were stuck. You were stuck. And you were stuck in your own head. You were stuck in your own head, Spirit said. And Spirit just kind of had to shake things up a bit, you know? Okay, let's see what kind of fireballs I could throw here. Let's get your attention. It's like, Spirit's the parent, you're the child. And when one thing doesn't work to get your attention, excuse me, Spirit has to do something else. And sometimes Spirit has to really, truly take matters into their own hands. And send that crumbling down. And telling you, okay, it's time you rebuild this. And let's rebuild this on a solid foundation. Let's rebuild this right. Spirit's calling somebody to embrace their spirituality today. Man. Every time I come down here, there must be something down here that makes me cough. Anyhow, this is definitely going to open up doors for you. This is definitely not about love, but love might have played a part in the crumble. For some of you, you might have had a relationship that just went kaboom, gone, crumble, fallen. For others, it could be love and other life in general, just crumbling at your feet. But you're in a rebuilding time now. Spirit wants you to grow closer to him or her, whether it's a divine feminine or masculine. I'm feeling masculine here. It is time to embrace that, and Spirit's going to give you some great gifts, some great blessings. This is a blessing coming to you, a big time blessing, but you weren't able to receive it yet because you were stuck in the pre-tower moments. So the tower had to happen so that you can be ready and prepared to receive this blessing. So I hope this helps somebody. Again, please do give me a thumbs up. Share this video on social media, because there's other people that need to hear this. Please share it on Facebook or wherever. And and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. If you like a personal reading, again, please do see the description box below. All the information is there. And I do thank you for watching this morning, and you have a great day.